Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So I got tagged by Celestria to do the 54321 book tag, and I'm super excited because I really loved her answers, and it just made me excited to do this tag. I don't have the questions written out, and I'm filming on my phone, so I want to try to do it by memory. But I will try to put the questions below, and if I missaid any of them, I'm sorry. But I do have my answers here, so let's get into it. So the first one is 5 of your latest 5-star reads, or 5 of your favorite 5-star reads, like, of all time. So 5 of your latest, or just 5-star reads of all time. And this was hard because I just got into reading Christian fiction and clean romance and all that really at the beginning of this year, a little into last year, but really got into it this year. So I have a ton of books by so many authors like Becky Wade, Nicole Deese, Susan May Warren. So you're gonna hear them a lot in this, and I hope that's okay. It's just I've read so much by them this year just because that's how I've gotten into it. So I would say, and I'm kind of doing a mixture. Some of these are my latest, and then some of these are just of all time one of my favorite 5-star reads. So the first one is My Stubborn Heart by Becky Wade. I actually have it right up here. My Stubborn Heart by Becky Wade. Oh, I love this book. This was the very first Becky Wade book that I ever read because of Oshina. Most of these books are because of Oshina. I found, she was the first one I really had found in this community and consistently watched, and she just had all the recs, y'all. So I love My Stubborn Heart. And the next one is Love in the Silver Lining by Tammy L. Gray. Y'all, if you've been here a little bit, you know it is my favorite book of the year. It's the second one in the State of Grace series. It's fantastic. I connected with the main character so much, and the struggles she was going through, and her struggle and just trusting God at the time with all of these circumstances that just didn't go the way she thought they would. I loved it. I loved the romance. It's a romance. I loved the romance aspect. It was very unexpected for me. Like, I didn't think I would enjoy who, the love interest is, but I did. I loved it. Beautiful story. The next one is Redeeming Love by Francine Rivers. Y'all, I'm so excited to talk about this book because most of these books I read, before I started doing booktube and all that. Y'all, Redeeming Love. This was my first Francine Rivers read. It impacted me so much. It just showcased the love and the mercy that God has for us. It truly, and I know this is like a big statement, it changed my life. I just was so blown away. I know it can be controversial book. Some people think it's awful and some people love it. I loved it. God really used Angel's story and Michael to really touch deep in my heart, assess the way that I love people, and just to grasp more that my humanly flesh can of God's love for us. It is fantastic. My favorite book of all time. There is several trigger warnings for this book, so look them up before you try it. The next one is My Hope Next Door by Tammy L. Gray. I love this book. I don't have a physical copy. I read and listened to it. I think it is free on Kindle Unlimited, and I listened to it on Audible at the time. Fantastic book. You need to check it out. Then The Art of Losing Yourself by Katie Gansher. I love all the Katie Gansher books that I've read, which is 2, but I had a hard time picking because I wanted to pick. There's more books I could have totally added to this. So many 5-star books for me, recent and of all time. But The Art of Losing Yourself, it has a little bit of romance in it, but it is just Christian fiction and this journey of these two sisters dealing with their past and their hurts and their current struggles and learning to cry out to God and trust Him. I loved it. The ending is a little abrupt. I wish I had a little bit more with the ending. Otherwise, it was phenomenal. 5 stars. I buddy read it with Oshina. That was my very first buddy read. Loved it. Me and her like flew through it. She was in a little bit of a slump at the time, and I was like, well, it's really good, you know, and then like a day later she was like, I can't put this book down. So it's fantastic. And the next one is For Automatic Buy Authors. Again, this one was really hard. Becky Wade, Nicole Deese, Robin Jones Gunn, love Robin, and Tammy Gray, which I don't know if she's writing anymore. I don't know if she's gonna have any new releases, but if she does, she's an automatic buy. I don't have all of her books by any means. I just have the State of Grace series, so I'm really excited to read more of her books, like on the Kindle or just getting physical copies and reading them, because I love Tammy Gray's writing. The next one is three genres you are currently loving. And I really kind of just stick with one genre, like Christian fiction, and then those subgenres are like Christian fiction romance, Christian historical fiction, Christian romantic suspense. So, you know, I'm kind of reading all those genres. So romance, mystery, and historical is what I wrote down, but y'all get the gist. So that's what I'm loving. I would love to try fantasy. That's very intimidating. I know a lot of people love fantasy and or Christian clean fantasy. I'd love to try it. The only fantasy I've ever read is Harry Potter. And Harry Potter is just a ball game of his own. So y'all let me know your favorite like clean or Christian fantasy books. I'd love to try it. And then the next one is my 2 favorite places to read. Y'all, I just love snuggling up on the couch or in my bed to read. But if I'm being real specific and it's places that I really love, it's like a cozy fall day when the leaves are changing and there's a slight breeze and I can wear a jacket and I can go sit on my porch and I hear the leaves rustling. That's one of my favorite times to read. And then, of course, on the beach. I love reading on the beach. I'm about to go on my beach trip, y'all. I'm about to take like 5,000 books because I don't know what it is, but just something about being at the beach and hearing the rhythmic sounds of the waves. I read better when I'm there. I don't know. I'm crazy. I might be, but I love it. And then one of my most anticipated, I think it's like one of my most anticipated books, or a book I can't wait to read, and it's The Extraordinary Deaths of Miss Kipp. Sweet, sweet book lover Amanda. This book lover Amanda is like, she is the promoter of this book. She loved this book. It was her 5-star read, one of her favorite books of the year. She's so sweet. She gifted that to me, and then Sky did a review video on it, and I've seen other people rave about it. I cannot wait. It's actually right up here. The Extraordinary Deaths of Miss Kipp. Look how gorgeous that is, y'all. This one, I feel like I'm gonna be crying, so I might wait a couple weeks to read it, but I cannot wait. So y'all, I hope you enjoyed this tag. I think you're supposed to tag like 3 people, so I might tag a couple more, but the first 3 people that I can think of that I would love to see do this, which I was gonna say Bethany Brings Books, but I think Celestria tagged her. So Bethany, if she did tag you, I really want you to do it. And then, so my pick is Oshina. Oshina, if you haven't done this, I'd love to see yours. No pressure, though. Caitlin from Chronicles of a Book Nerd. Morgan, she's newer to BookTube, and I'd love to see her responses. And so is Caitlin. I'd love to see them. And then, of course, I'd love to see, like, Amanda and Miriam's and Taylor's, and so there's a lot of people I want to see. Honestly, anybody, y'all do it. But I say my top 3 picks just so I can have 3, because that's what you're supposed to do. Oshina, Caitlin, and Morgan. Alright, there you guys go. I will list the questions below because I just forgot to write them down, but I think I pretty much said them all pretty much how they are, but I'll leave them down below so y'all can see them too. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I can't wait to see what y'all think. If you've read any of these books, let me know. Love y'all. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.